You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, now let me holler at you about tonight, man. Cass battle Arsenal. Arsenal.
Arsony, huh?
Yeah, fucking up my media pass. Nobody's gonna let me do interviews no more. He battled him tonight, man, in Philly, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I actually was gonna call you, but I wanted to see you. I didn't want to do a Skype or a phone call because I was curious why you were on the card. Like, it was Reed, it was Cassidy, it was Bill Collected. Like, why not you? And maybe Frank with the grippers or Cicero
I had the
or
biggest
anybody.
comeback in 2019.
Huh?
I had the biggest comeback in 2019.
Hey.
It's like, no,
Was it
all I could say, this is what I could say. I talked to Smack. What's up, bro? I talked to Smack. In the future, it should be all straightened out.
Okay.
That's what I could say. I can't dwell on why I wasn't there or where they thought patterns at when they booked the card. I voiced my opinion. I thought it was kind of unethical not to have me on the card. I talked to Smack tonight.
I don't even like you when I wanted you on the card.
That's some real shit.
It just made it was supposed to be, you were supposed to be there.
So
But I fuck with
I
you.
talk to people that make the decisions up there, like a Smack and a Beasley. And when they was brought it to their attention, why wasn't Ness on his card? They all said the same thing. He should have been on the card.
Okay.
He was bugging. So just to clear that up.
That's dope.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean?
That's dope then.
He was bugging.
Now, how'd you like the battle? As much as you
I think,
can actually talk about the battle.
I seen half of it. I seen half of it on pay-per-view, and then I came and seen the rest of it. So I came in the top of, I think, the twerk battle. A lot of shit going on backstage, so I can hear a couple bars. I hear the crowd go crazy. I only can distinguish the voices.
Right.
So if I hear twerk voice, I know his style. So I know if I hear the crowd react, I know it's twerk. And I know Calico style. So I wasn't up front to get the bars up close. But from what I hear, the pieces that I did, I think twerk had a lot of moments. And I think that's when the crowd kind of start fucking up the battle. For the most part, that's what I got out of it. Like I said, I wasn't up close, so I didn't see the whole thing. But I don't know, twerk style is just kind of like unbeatable right now. He just patterning some shit.
I always say, man, nobody can beat the guy if he's at 100%.
Like Minnesota. Do you agree? Like he kind of came up twerk. Like the style he got is new era. It's so geared to what they looking for and what they listening for.
Lyric,
like his style is, you know what I'm saying? It's like they know when his shit gonna land, as opposed to me or anybody else. They looking for it. It's just
but you do the same thing.
I mean, I do it, but he does it. He does it to a point where
you do it the Philly way.
His generation
and generation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna catch right up to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I try to mix and mingle back and forth with the old, new style, antiques, little instruments, little equipment for the new.
I'm still entertained by you. My brother, my son always say, you know, like
Fire.
Ness
Verbal
is a great
Zone.
watch. So
we had a fire battle this year. It was another highlight of my year why I should have been on Smack. Shout out to my boy Fire, Verbal War Zone. So we was working.
What was your highlight of tonight?
My highlight of tonight? Like I said, I seen half of it pay-per-view and half of it here. The highlight was the way Philly showed out. It really
For me, it was JC first round.
Interrupted all the battles. I think they kind of like, outside of JC and Suge, I think that was the only battle that clean went straight through without people like, then the pushing shit. I think the pushing shit is what was the highlight of the night for me.
Yeah. That was
like
with
this
Cass
shit,
and
with
okay.
Cass and I'm like, this shit got too far. And I think it need to be some unwritten.
I
think
that
it need to be
nothing
some
happened. That's a
unwritten
good thing.
rules in battle rap.
Yeah.
It need to be unwritten rules. It need to be some shit that we need to figure out as a community.
It should be some written rules.
And we just lay it down and we go by it and not break it.
Want me to give you an example? I don't know when the Constitution was wrote, but it said all men have a right to bear arms, right?
That's a fact.
But that was in 1700 or whatever, 1800s. Now, you know, back then they had muskets. So yeah, every man can have a fucking musket because you're not gonna get shot 30 fucking times. Because after he shoots you, you gotta reload, right? So you can only get shot or you can miss. And I think it's the same way with battle rap. As battle rap expands and evolves, new rules have to be set, especially when you start noticing that things are changing and it's getting more physical. So somebody gotta sit down and say, hey, this is the line and we can't cross that line.
I would say it like this, Rob.
Where Jones?
Off the energy, you was at the face-off. So off the energy, you knew it was gonna start being physical.
Right.
Not you knew, but the energy was there. It could have been that
Right.
type of situation. So off the energy from the face-off with all the SMD going back and forth, you know, when SMD start getting thrown around, that's you are
Being grown men, that shit just don't mix.
different people. That was.
Even I was
Yeah,
uncomfortable
right.
sitting there listening to this shit like
So you
that.
know, off that energy alone, it was there. It was a possibility. And, you know, ours. He didn't do that shit to me. He didn't do that shit to me.
Can you call a winner in that
I
battle?
can't call it one. I think
Okay.
the battle, and this is my man. I was with Cass all day up until prior to the battle. I heard Cass in the material. I think it was better on paper. I think the crowd kind of, with all the pushing shit, kind of fucked up the momentum of the battle as a whole. I think the whole battle as a whole didn't live up to his expectations. But if I had to call a winner, if I had to put a gun in my head, I would give it Cass 2-1.
Okay.
The first round and the second. The third round, I give it to ours. That's just how I call it.
I definitely got it there.
Ness, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate
Lou
your
Phil.
time. Lou
Ness
Phil?
did. Yeah, Lou.
I appreciate your time, brother.
Uncle Rob.
You my guy. You my guy.
I would have added a way more balance tonight. It wouldn't have been all that pushy, shovey shit. I'd have made people laugh. I'd have danced. I did the Cabbage Patch, the running man out there. They would have had fun. They wouldn't have been all
As
on.
we always do watching your battles.
They wouldn't have been on angles, but I'm glad they just broke their cherry of coming to Philly. So maybe in future they come back again and they add me to
Ain't
the card.
no maybe. Ain't no maybe. If they do another joint in Philly, you gotta be on the cover. Or you know what? I ain't covering it. And I'm not editing this part out.
You bullshitting.
I'm not editing this part out.
Rod, they pay that fucking money. You don't give a fuck
Hey,
what Ness.
pay what money?
You don't give a fuck which side of the stage Ness sit on.
I am a sole proprietor, brother. Nobody owns me. All right?
Talk heavy.
Talk heavy.
Nobody owns me.
Talk heavy, bro.
That's real shit.
Talk heavy, bro.
All right, but yeah, I look forward to seeing you anyway.
15
brother.
minutes.
Thank
Uncle
you, fam.
Rod, Ness, King. You already know, Philly.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.